Welcome back. There's mixed reaction to Governor Abbott's plans to reopen Texas, weighing the benefits and risks of allowing some to go back to work while protecting the health and safety of Texans. Now, here to break this all down is Texas Democrats Communications Director Obi Rahman and Texas County GOP Chairman Matt Mackowiak. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
Phase one of this plan starts Friday with some businesses partially reopening while urging everyone to continue staying cautious. Obi, Democrats have raised concerns about this happening too soon. Why is that?
Well, it's completely too soon. That's why it's a mismanaged crisis. It's irresponsible. It's something that where you look at it, we're ranked 49th right now in testing. In order to do safely, we have to have 45,000 tests per day. We're doing about 25,000 right now. You look at we haven't yet reached our peak in deaths. We're not doing that for another week. And then number three, you look at the task force that he had. It was filled with Republican donors and with big business interests. And you look at it like nobody wants people's businesses to not be able to thrive. Nobody wants to not be able to go to work. But we want scientists and doctors to lead this, not big business and not lobbyists.
Matt, is this reopening approach moving too quickly?
No, I don't think so. I mean, the governor is not going as far as Georgia went or as Colorado is going. This is a thorough and thoughtful plan. Much different than Obi just said. There are very prominent medical experts on the task force. We have our State Department Health Services, Dr. Hellerstadt, Dr. Zerwas, the former CMS director, Mark McClellan. So this is a phased-in approach. And I think the question for the Democrats is, how many jobs are you willing to continue to lose? How long should these businesses be closed? 25% capacity gives some places a chance to reopen. Sole proprietorship, small offices that can reopen, gives people a chance to go back to work. We've got to get back to economic activity. We cannot continue to shut down our economy in perpetuity until some theoretical medical experts that Democrats cite think it's okay. If we come back and have another outbreak, we're going to have to step back, and that's what the governor has said. We're going to do this safely, and so look, this is a difficult choice, but I think he's gone about this in a very responsible and thoughtful way.
And we keep hearing to fight this virus, we need more testing, contact tracing, and medical supplies. Obi, what do you make of these areas outlined in the governor's plan?
I can tell you right now, they're inefficient. You look at it, he's been promising more testing for the last month, for the last 2 months. We still don't see it right now. Everything that he's been saying hasn't been happening. And really, it's made trust in him very difficult to come by. And you look at this too, the people that he puts himself around, like those are the people that you would expect to be the people leading this. And those people aren't doctors, they aren't scientists, they're not small business owners. They're big business, they're lobbyists, and that's a problem. That shows you exactly where his priorities lie. Texas right now, we have no idea how many people actually have the coronavirus because we simply don't have the testing to do it. The way that Abbott's basically run this thing is it's very Trump-like. It's been Trump without the rhetoric. And I think that's the biggest issue. What we're seeing here is just a lack of leadership, a mismanaged crisis. And frankly, if you look at it too, Abbott has the second lowest approval rating right now among governors for their handling of the coronavirus. So it's being shown in the public too, and it's something that we see every single day. It's going to cost him in the future.
Matt, do you think the state has a strong medical response?
I think we've done pretty well. I mean, if you look at it, you've got huge swaths of the state that have either no cases or fewer than 10 cases. You're talking about a certain number of urban counties where there have been challenges in Houston and Dallas. In Houston, it looks like they have gotten past the worst and they're starting to bend the curve down. Austin has been well below the national average, well below the statewide average. San Antonio has been in good shape. Dallas still has some challenges. Look, everyone talks about testing as if there's something the White House isn't doing or the governor isn't doing that they could do. Testing is complicated. It's not just about ordering tests. It's about reagents. It's about swabs. It's about making sure the tests work and that you can get the necessary data. And they are ramping up testing very, very rapidly. We're over 5 million nationally now. We're doing, hundreds of thousands a week. I think we're going to be at 300,000 a week nationally in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And Texas is increasing along the lines of the nation. So, look, again, this is an imperfect choice. the governor could either leave us closed forever or for months and months and months, or could have reopened earlier like Georgia did. He has found a middle path that I think is very reasonable. He has major business leaders on the task force, along with medical experts, including Deborah Birx, who just reviewed the governor's plan and said it was very good. So we'll see if it works. We should all hope it does work. We need to get back to economic activity. We've lost way too many jobs, and people are hanging by a thread financially right now. There's tremendous desperation out there. We've got to get back to getting our economy reopened in a safe and phased in way, and that's what we're doing.
Well, definitely an ongoing discussion. We're out of time, but Matt and Obi, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
Yeah.